Hi, I'm Kenny Smith, Minooka, Illinois, right tackle, and I'm a senior.
Samie Sabbah, senior, Bolingbrook, Illinois, guard and center. Out of high school, they offered me the most money. I liked Coach Yaramovich, who was our coach before. It was a good fit. I spent 1 year here. I redshirted, and then I took 2 years off, and in that time I was coaching. And from coaching, I decided that I wanted to be a teacher. So I came back to get my degree and play again.
I saw an opportunity to play football again. I played at St. X. Then I stopped for a year. Troy and Trace both came up to me, wanted me to play. Got here, talked to Coach Curry, gave me a great scholarship, and that's how I got here to St. Francis. Playing next to Samie has been a ride, at least for these last 2 years that I've been here. Throughout high school ball and college ball, he's probably one of the best linemen I've played next to, and it's helped me as an athlete. I guess I could say that it took a lot of pressure off of me having a great guy next to me.
Well, thanks. Yeah, I feel the same way with offensive line. It's not like a quarterback or running back where it's like you getting your name called because of everything spectacular you're doing. It doesn't matter how great you are as an offensive lineman. If the guys next to you aren't capable of doing their job, it makes it really difficult. So I was lucky enough to have Z next to me my first 2 years, and then now I got Kenny next to me, and they've both been great teammates, and you never really have to get on them about doing anything. It's just you talk about stuff, you work out. Like this past week, they came out in different fronts. We just talked about it and we were fine. From my experience, my first 3 years playing here, we had one of the best quarterbacks around, E.J. White, so he takes half the credit. How many times has he been hit in the pocket and then run off? But other than that, it's just, like I said before, communication and being able to work together as a unit. It's not, you have 5 guys blocking anywhere from 3 to 6 people with your running back, obviously. But it's not like one guy keeps you from getting sacked. It's working as a unit, communicating, calling out fronts and all that stuff. So.
Yeah, I believe practice is one thing, but during the game, it's a whole different level. Communication is huge, especially on the offensive line. Communicating like the slides, the protection, whatever it is that you got to do. Been brought up by practice makes perfect. So going through practice, practice like it's a game, that helps, and that's about it.
Yeah. As far as being a thankless job, I mean, it's true. Unless we jump on a fumble or something, we don't really get called on the PA. But I mean, the people who matter know. So, like your teammates, they actually appreciate you, your coaches. And then, yeah, again, if the media notices you, it's like the beginning of the year talking about how you're gonna help out the run game and stuff. And then they just forget about you unless you start giving up sacks or you can't run the ball. So, I mean, I agree, but the people who matter, like, we're a family on the team, so the family knows.
Yeah, our D-line is really good, especially our DNs, who I go against every day during practice. They help me out, practice hard, and it shows during the game.
Being able to beat up on each other throughout the week and throughout camp and spring ball, it really helps out having a talented group of guys on the other side. So we push each other, make each other better. And yeah, it's just all about competition here. So best players play, and you go head-to-head a lot. During some of that time off, I actually started fighting. I started training in it with a friend, somebody who actually went here years ago, Chris Sizemore. But yeah, he introduced me to it. I've had 4 fights, 3 wins by TKO, 1 loss in a title fight by decision. I'm more proud of that than my recent win because I was out of shape fighting, but that's another story. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's great one-on-one competition. Yeah, fighting MMA, it helps out your cardio a lot, punch speed, because I mean, a lot of our job on the offensive line is just punching. I feel like my punch is a lot crisper than most linemen. But yeah, just overall toughness, the training for that is so much tougher, just like wrestling helps out so much for football.
It was a great accomplishment to be named first team all conference. I want to be better, so that was one step, pushing me toward being an All-American. Hopefully I accomplish that this year. Well, I'm starting, I got one more semester here in the fall, and I'm going into law enforcement, so I gotta fill out some applications, hopefully get in the police department somewhere around here, and proceed my career there.
I'm graduating in December, so right after the season. I'm hoping to go right from student teaching into subbing, and then hopefully get hired on for a long-term sub or full-time, hopefully back in my home district, like Bolingbrook or Romeoville. I've already accepted a coaching job this year for wrestling at Bolingbrook High School. So hopefully I just roll right from student teaching into teaching.
What I'll take up from being here at USF is definitely a leadership role. Being named captain is something big, and I try to use that to my best ability on the field and in the classroom. Another thing I'll take is communication. Just how on the football field you have to communicate, just like in life. Communication is key with family, job, etc.
I agree about communication and leadership. I mean, we're both captains this year, which is awesome. Offensive linemen don't get voted captain by their teammates too often. But yeah, just being able to work hard towards a goal, being able to strain through some stuff, and actually be able to fight towards something that's not easy to accomplish. So being able to set goals and actually work towards those goals.